Sports Stars magazine here at Carondelet High School with Kaleena Smith of Ontario Christian. Number 2 Ontario Christian. It's going to be number 1. You just knocked off number 1 Archbishop Mitty. Big difference from the first time you played them. I know the first time you played them a couple weeks ago, it was the 4th game in 4 days. This time you played 1 game last night. It wasn't a particularly stressful game in terms of, like, it didn't come down to the wire at all. So was that a big difference this time, do you think? What did you guys do better this time?
I feel like that was one of the big differences, but also I feel like we came out with a lot of energy. Our bench, coaching staff, and us, to be honest, I felt like we didn't have that energy the first time we played them. So just really adjusting. We got back to the drawing board. We fixed a lot of things that needed to be fixed. And just coming out here to be great, especially playing such a great team. Archbishop Mitty, and just really proving ourselves that the first time was just a fluke, and we belong here.
What does, when McKenna went down, what was the mood like on the team? Obviously, you're all taking a knee. I mean, that's a tough sight to see. Whenever and she's obviously in a ton of pain at that point. What was the mood like on the team, and then at halftime coming in?
Just really praying for her, especially because we have made the team together at USA, so I have a bond with her at some point. So just keeping her in our prayers, her family in our prayers. It sucks because we want to battle with all the players that they got.
Yeah.
But just praying for her. It obviously sucks. It's unfortunate, but keeping her in our prayers.
Danny Robinson had a great game.
Sure.
How much her being able to handle the ball? I think did she handle the ball a little bit more this time than the first time you played them, and you were able to play off the ball a little bit? And how much did that help you? Because there's not as much pressure as I mean, obviously there's gonna be pressure to score, but wasn't much pressure, to not turn the ball over all the time. You're able to play off the ball a little bit. How much did that help?
I feel like it helped a lot. She's a great defensive player, but she also can handle the ball. She's a great shooter. She has more intangibles than just defense, so just having that help, also her and Santi being on the ball, I feel like that takes a lot of focus for me. And also just finding them too. I feel like they find me, so I find them right back.
Where do you think this team is? As you got young players, you're still trying to, kind of find yourselves a little bit, but it seems like you're obviously rounding into shape. Do you feel like, because you had some of those bench players who came on and did a solid job, even if they weren't scoring, they weren't a defensive liability or anything, right?
For sure. Just having those great pieces, especially off the bench, continuing to work at practice, going against each other, just having that strong mentality that what is done at practice is going to translate in the game. So just really practicing hard. I feel like we have great practices, even when we don't feel like practicing, just continuing to practice hard because it's going to pay off and show. So just really coming together as a team, creating a bond off the course so that way we can show on the court.
Do these, you made some trips, you've been out to Arizona, you came up here up north. Is there those bonding experiences too?
For sure, especially riding with each other, eating with each other, being in the same hotel. I feel like that's really going to grow our relationship even more. It's very strong, but it can be stronger by the end of the year.
Did you learn anything interesting or fun about any of your teammates that you didn't know before?
They're funny and wild.
They're funny?
Funny and wild.
Do some TikToks. I know I saw you earlier this year.
Yeah,
you're doing some TikTok dances, right?
Yeah, we love TikToks. That's one of the ways we bond. So yeah.
All right. Thank you, Kaleena.
Thank you.